Dreams.
Let's talk about dreams.
People are so fascinated by dreams.
Aren't they? I love it.
But so little is known about dreams.
Yeah. Well, yes and no. I mean, here's the thing. Dreams have been studied, honestly, since the dawn of time. If you look in the Bible, you will see that people are talking about dreams. If you look at ancient texts, people are wondering about these crazy movies that are going on in my head, right? When you start to look at dreams, here's the thing that I will tell you is dreams mean something to the dreamer. They don't necessarily mean something to somebody who is not the dreamer. And so when I do dream work, so to be clear, just take a step back. I took a year and a half and I became a dream therapist. So what does that mean? What is that even a thing? So dream therapy, by the way, is not dream interpretation. That is not, here's a symbol, here's what that means. Dream therapy is where you use dreams in the therapeutic context to help people with things like depression and anxiety. Let me give you an example, a nightmare, right? So when somebody let's say somebody was in an active theater of war and they watched one of their friends, God forbid, something terrible happened to them. And that image is now in their head. And now they constantly have this image over and over and over. But what happens is they're going, and they wake up. They're going, and they wake up. We talked a little bit about it earlier, that dreams are emotional metabolism, right? So dreams are where you work out all of these different things that are going on in your head and kind of become okay with them. So that way next day you can kind of move forward and keep doing your thing.
Do we need to explain why we dream? Because I think that's the big sort of...
Sure. So there's a couple of theories. One theory is that this is a great stage for practice, right? So we dream about things that we're eventually going to try in the real world. And so we get a chance to practice them in our head beforehand to make sure we don't kind of screw the whole thing up. So there's that whole idea of being able to kind of work stuff out in my head. Then there's the processing idea that we talked about before, where this is emotional metabolism. So
therapy.
Right. Exactly. It's like you go to therapy every single night. Actually, it's a really good way to think about it. I hadn't thought about it like that, but I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to take that from you. Okay. I like that. Dreams are therapy every single night because they really are. You're really moving through a lot of that emotionality. Some people think dreams are complete nonsense. Some people think that's just some crazy movie in your head and it's just this after effect of your brain moving into a different mode and who knows what it could mean. I find that one hard to believe myself.
Because humans don't do anything